Hello and welcome to another update video about Mana Decentraland. Has been a while since my last update, I think over 2 weeks now, potentially. And without much surprise, Mana is pretty much doing what it was expected to do, which is just further sideways movement and more of a correction, the continuation of the correction, which is what Mana is doing. No new highs really. It continues to be in the range here. Between two fib levels, between the 0.786 fib level. I just try to find the highlighter here. The 0.786 fib level at $2.98 and the 0.5 fib level at $4.04. So between these two fib levels we are, but also really if you just take the highs and the lows, it's basically in a range between 284 and 423. And at the moment we are in this range, and what I expect to happen is similar to what Bitcoin I think is doing. It's an A, B and a C correction. At the moment though, was this already the wave B, or is the wave B still to come? This was quite a significant move to the upside after the initial drop. So we can take a look at the retracement levels at the moment and if that already can count as a wave B. Overall, in the next move, again, I would expect the price to drop below the wave A. So the continuation of the correction is expected to continue. And I did say it in a previous video that this whole chart, the way the correction is running, it just reminds me now of the Cardano chart, when we had the peak here, and it's just sort of bleeding out. It sort of failed to move up again. It's also weaker, for example, than Sandbox at the moment. Sandbox is actually climbing up, whereas Mana continues to stay in this range here. It also is below the 21 and the 13-day EMAs. I think it's just climbed above the 55-day EMA, but it's sort of dancing around the 55-day EMA for a while. And, always when you see something happening like that, where an EMA is not really respected, then that indicates, you don't really look at it at the moment because it's not really that relevant. So also it indicates that we are in a range. So in a range market, oftentimes the price moves up and down between the EMAs, and the EMAs then have less relevance, So that is where we are here with Mana Decentraland. As I said in the last video, this could really, or in the last few videos, this could really become a very long correction. Yeah, pretty much in line with what Cardano has done as well, unfortunately, because the run up, the move up was just so strong that this could just be something. But anyway, I had two buy orders trigger here in the last few weeks. The first one that was triggered, I think, was at $2.90. That was really here at the low. I think it was triggered here. It wasn't just quite between 290. I think it was a bit higher. But anyway, this was here on the 15th of December. I think that triggered, and I had one trigger at 330 as well on its way down. And yeah, we are above both of them, so that is looking good. If you want to see my buy and sell orders that I set myself, limit orders, you can check it out on Discord if you join as a silver and gold channel or gold channel member, and you can find links to that in the video description. This is no day trading, by the way. This is rather swing trading or a longer term strategy. But the idea is to buy really at the lows, dollar cost averaging in at significant lows and strategic levels, and then dollar cost averaging out and taking profits along the way at strategic peaks. Yeah, so that is what we are doing here. And overall, that would indicate, that wave C would indicate that we are going to fall once more below the 285 level. And looking here at levels of around, well, below 285, possibly here in the range between $2.18 and $2.85. Because the thing is, if you lose the $2.18 level, this unlocks much lower prices. Then we have to look at prices of around, I would say, 130. But that's a scenario I don't think is too realistic. I would guess and estimate, also based on the fibs and where the price is now, that the price could land here for that wave C in this range here. Now it has come up here quite significantly already in this wave B to the upside. We can take a look at what the ideal target level for that wave B would be, and we take a look here and take the fibs from the high to the low, and well, it would actually just about, because the wave, no, not really, we haven't really seen that wave B. If there is a significant wave B, I mean, this could count as a wave B, but the ideal target levels would actually be between the 0.5 fib level at 436 and the 0.786 at 524. That would indicate if Bitcoin does another run up, I think Mana could do the same and could then move here into these two areas. I think this is quite a likely move. If this obviously could have been the wave B already, not ideal target levels, but still it could have been that. And then what I would expect still for Bitcoin, and if we see here a breakout above 436, I think we're going to get here to 472 first, which is here the 0.618 extension level, retracement level, sorry, of that wave A. That is then probably when I would actually take some profits of those buy orders that were triggered down here, before we then move down here in a wave C below 281. Yeah, so these are key levels that I would expect. But what happens after that? Well, I think after that we're going to see new all-time highs this year, probably around Q2. And these levels, well, where could they take us? I have to put the fibs on the chart again. But Mana, I do expect much higher prices. I think the metaverse is going to gain some traction again this year. But bear in mind, there are many other projects that come onto the market as well. And to be honest, Decentraland, in my view, it's not the most exciting one. I think there are more exciting ones out there. But still, it is one of the largest ones, or if not the largest ones, if not the largest one, and it has a lot of potential. Whoops. But it's only a small developer team. We need to consider that. And yeah, I mean, there are other ones that are in development. So it is important to stay close to the project itself, in my view, and all the partnerships, that are happening around the space. Sandbox, for example, seems to be a much more thriving environment at the moment with much more partnerships. But even in Decentraland, there is a lot of stuff going on. I think with PricewaterhouseCoopers having purchasing some land, and also we had here the Times Square New Year's Eve event. So exciting things happening here as well, of course. So next year, this year, then I would expect prices of at least the 1.618 extension of this wave count, which would at least be a $8.18 level, but possibly even here the $9.59. So pretty much the $10 level might be achievable this year. That would be great. And if the price really drops once more, that could be a great purchasing opportunity. No financial advice, but that could then be easily a 4 to 5x this year. That's my view on Mana Decentraland at the moment. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.